Countdown to showtime. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The convention will come to order. We are now holding this, the 89th Annual Idaho FFA State Convention. Madam Vice President, are all officers at their stations?
I shall call the roll of officers, determine if they are at their stations, and report back to you, Mr. President. The Sentinel.
Stationed by the door.
Your duties there?
Through this door pass many friends of the FFA. It is my duty to see that the door is open to our friends at all times and that they are welcome. I care for the meeting room and paraphernalia. I strive to keep the room comfortable and assist the President in maintaining order.
The reporter. The reporter is stationed by the flag. Why stationed by the flag? As the flag covers the United States of America, so I strive to inform the people that every man, woman, and child may know that the FFA is a national organization that reaches from the state of Alaska to the Virgin Islands and from the state of Maine to Hawaii. The treasurer.
Stationed at the emblem of Washington.
Your duties there?
I keep a record of receipts and disbursements just as Washington kept his farm accounts, carefully and accurately. I encourage thrift among the members and strive to build up our financial standings through savings and investments. George Washington was better able to serve his country because he was financially independent.
The secretary. Stationed by the ear of corn. Your duties there? I keep an accurate record of all meetings and correspond with other secretaries wherever corn is grown and FFA members meet. The advisor.
Here by the owl.
Why stationed by the owl?
The owl is a time-honored emblem of knowledge and wisdom. Being older than the rest of you, I am asked to advise you from time to time, as the need arises. I hope that my advice will always be based on true knowledge and ripen with wisdom. Madam Vice President, why do you keep a plow at your station?
The plow is a symbol of labor and tillage of the soil. Without labor, neither knowledge nor wisdom can accomplish much. My duties require me to assist at all times in directing the work of our organization. I preside over meetings in the absence of our president, whose place is beneath the rising sun.
Why is the president so stationed?
The rising sun is a token of a new era in agriculture. If we will follow the leadership of our president, we shall be led out of the darkness of selfishness and into the glorious sunlight of brotherhood and cooperation. Mr. President, all officers are at their stations.
Thank you, Madam Vice President. The Secretary will call the roll of members.
There are many members and guests with us virtually all across the state of Idaho, Mr. President.
Thank you. FFA members, why are we here? To practice brotherhood, honor agricultural opportunities and responsibilities, and develop those qualities of leadership which an FFA member should possess. May we accomplish our purposes. I now declare this, the 89th Annual Idaho FFA State Convention, duly open for the transaction of business or attention to any matters which may properly be presented.
I wouldn't know where to start. Sweet music playing in the dark. Be still my foolish heart. Don't ruin this on me. I wouldn't know where to start. Sweet music playing.
Do you have those friends that are always laughing? And I don't mean giggling, but full on laughing. Well, for me, those two people are our next session chairs. You can't find these trendy people without their oversized gas station t-shirts, flexing their AirPods, sending you their favorite memes, or just bringing a smile to your face. I hope you're ready and feeling trendy because we have the valedictorian and the salutatorian in the house for this, the third session of the 89th Idaho FFA State Convention. So get woke for your Session 3 chairs, State President Herman Roberts and State Treasurer Katie Henninga.
Lover.
Hello, Idaho FFA. It's your state president here with some FFASMR for you here today. So sit back, relax, and focus on these FFA themed sounds. Thank you for tuning in to Herman's FFASMR. Come back later for more and enjoy Session 3.
Wow, that was sensational.
Thank you. I've been trying to activate my unique talents and my trendiness.
You know, this year I've seen quite a lot of your unique talents, Herm. Not only ASMR, but also your modeling abilities on National FFA Style Squad, as well as your ability to have the rosiest cheeks in any picture. And I don't know how you keep up with all the trends happening when you live in the middle of nowhere.
Okay, I may have some cool talents, but we can't forget about all the things you accomplished this year, Katie. Along with your ability to find fresh memes and place last in pig showing at your county fair, you managed to hit nearly 100% of the curbs across the state of Idaho.
Alright, we may not be the most talented people in Idaho FFA, but we are going to recognize some of those people today. We will keep it 100 with our session sponsors and then recognize the hard work of the district goats, the advisors, of course. We'll have some competition recognition for those competing in virtual CDEs and LDEs, and we will hear from our Gucci State Sentinel, Katie Doma, as she delivers her retiring address.
I mean, Katie and I do like to consider ourselves the most trendy people on our team, So grab your hydros, put on your Crocs, turn on some Billie Eilish, open up TikTok, and get ready to spill the tea with Hermdog and Katie Cat in this super trendy session.
'Cause I saw Tiger, now I understand. I saw Tiger, Tiger saw me.
To kick this session off, we'll hear remarks from a few of our amazing supporters. Without supporters like Norco, we would not have anywhere near the opportunities that we do as Idaho FFA members. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Wade Rast for some Norco remarks.
What does your favorite brand of wine share in common with a cattle brand? What do potato chips share in common with computer chips? From medical facilities to mining operations, from prepared foods to everyday household items, thousands of products and processes utilize high-quality liquid gases.
Pretty much any kind of manufacturing process you can think of, one of the three gases we make is going to be used there.
An industry leader in the distillation and delivery of liquid gases is Norco, your single source provider. And the raw ingredients for Norco's liquid gas manufacturing process come right out of thin air.
The raw material we use is the air that we all breathe. We like to say at Norco that we harvest the sky.
Nearly all of the Earth's atmosphere is made up of 5 gases.
Air is a compound that has everything that's needed for life, and separating it into its components gives industry the pure gases that it needs.
Norco uses a complex process to distill out and liquefy 3 pure gases from the air: nitrogen, oxygen, and argon.
We use a process called fractional distillation. And really, fractional distillation in its purest form, the example would be a very simple mixture of water and alcohol, where you can take that mixture and gently heat it and boil off the alcohol and leave a water base material left. That's because water boils at a higher temperature than alcohol does.
The fractional distillation of air requires a multi-step process that relies on supercooling the air to cryogenic temperatures. The process takes place at Norco's state-of-the-art air separation plants, like this one, located in Moses Lake, Washington. Separating air molecules and transforming them from gases to liquids requires 4 basic steps: filtration, pressurization, cooling, and separation. First, the air is drawn in through an intake fan, where it's pre-filtered to remove any dust or debris. Then the air is moderately compressed and moved into a pre-cooling chamber. Here it's cooled to around 40 degrees. At this temperature, water vapor and carbon dioxide can easily be removed from the air before it passes into the cryogenic distillation column, or air separator. Here, the air is supercooled to minus 297 degrees Fahrenheit. This is the temperature at which oxygen molecules transform from their natural gaseous state to a liquid state. The liquid oxygen collects at the bottom of the separation chamber, where it's siphoned off for further purification. At minus 297 degrees Fahrenheit, nitrogen and argon remain gases, but the lighter nitrogen molecules rise to the top of the separation chamber, and the slightly heavier argon molecules float in the middle of the chamber. Each is siphoned off separately and purified further before it's liquefied and stored in large tanks, utilizing the same layering and insulating technology found in a thermos bottle. Norco produces more than 400 tons of liquid product every day.
Liquids have about an 800 to 1 expansion ratio, so it's much more economical to store, transport those as a liquid, then turn around and use them as a gas.
These gases are trucked, bottled, and shipped to businesses and industries across the country and used in the manufacture of thousands of products. Chances are you probably touch an item every day that relies on Norco's high-quality liquid gases. And it's all made out of thin air by the skilled men and women at Norco.
Norco is a family-owned company supplying the welding, safety, medical, and specialty gas industries with equipment, supplies, and gases. Serving you better has been the mission of the organization since the Kistler family purchased Norco in 1968. The you in this statement being our customers, suppliers, team members, and the communities where we work. Growing from 2 Idaho stores in 1968 to over 70 locations in the Northwest today. Norco excels through company innovations, ethical management standards, and high employee dedication. Our team members. How does the FFA fit in? The answer is simple. It's you, its members. We need quality leadership, people with high moral standards, thinkers, and innovators. You are our future. Thank you for what you do and stay focused on your goals. Wade Rast, Norco.
So you're a tough guy, like you really rough guy. Just can't get enough guy, just always so puff guy. I'm that bad type, make your mama sad type, make your girlfriend mad type, might seduce your dad type. I'm the bad guy. Duh.
Thank you to Norco. Every Idaho FFA member appreciates your support.
Hey all you cool cats and kittens, it's Carol Baskin at Big Cat Rescue. The Idaho Agricultural Teachers Association has been a long-time supporter of the FFA, but none have been more supportive than Mr. Brian Wolf, who has given a whole year of service. Here to give some video remarks is IATA President Mr. Brian Wolf.
My name is Brian Wolf. I am the IATA President. I am here to bring greetings to the Idaho FFA at our State FFA Leadership Virtual Conference. There's been a lot of great things that the FFA has done over the years, and through FFA you have the opportunity to do great things. I represent all the ag teachers of the state of Idaho as the President. The IATA is here to support FFA members and their advisors. We are ag teachers by choice, not by chance. So with that, I encourage all of you to go out and do your best. Make your schools and your communities proud through all your involvement with the FFA, and have a great conference. Thank you.
Thank you to our amazing supporters. And now to introduce our next Idaho FFA talent. Herman, will you get off the deck? We're about to watch some actually talented people perform.
Sorry, I can't talk to you right now. Got my AirPods in.
Alright. Well, even if Herman is distracted by his AirPods, you cannot ignore the talent of our next Idaho FFA talent. Please welcome Michaela Mortensen from the Nampa FFA chapter. tell me the definition of stan?
Stan?
I have heard of it, but I don't know what it means.
All right.
No, not at all. No.
Stan, that's the guy that brings me my tea.
Can you tell me the definition of tea?
A beverage.
All right.
Tea. That's the stuff you drink in the morning with your crumpets.
Oh, I know this because I get too much tea spilt in my classroom and they tell me all the secrets and I know all the tea.
Okay.
Maybe that's when you spill the tea, right?
You got tea. Okay.
See, I think I got spilling the tea means gossip.
And what about no cap?
No cap?
No cap.
No cap or cat?
No cap. C-A-P.
No cat.
No cap.
No cap.
C-A-P.
No cap.
No cap? There's no limit to what I can do.
All right.
No limits.
When you lose the top off your drink.
I would say that when you're driving and you're drinking a soda out of a plastic bottle and you lose the cap and somebody drives by and they're like, and you say, no cap.
All right. Can you tell me what full send means?
Oh, I full send all the time. That means go all the way, go hard.
Okay, I like it.
Full send?
Yeah.
Full send. I would say that means like you send an email and you include the attachment the first time.
Very important.
Full send.
Okay.
Good.
And how about Gucci?
Gucci. Oh, my basketball girls use this all the time. It's like super cool, really nice.
Gucci is a brand of clothing and shoes.
Do you know what it means to the youth?
To the youth?
Yes.
I would say that Gucci probably means that somebody just kicked you right in the butt and put their foot up your butt. Because you're in trouble.
That's a good guess.
You got Gucci.
All right. Can you tell me what shook means?
Shook means to be upset and heartbroken.
Okay.
To dance awesome.
That's a good guess. No. Can you tell me what the definition of the word woke is?
When you get up in the morning.
Okay. And what about woke?
Is that this one?
That's close.
No?
That's the
Okay.
whoa. Okay. All right. Can you tell me who this is?
No.
Okay.
Billie Eilish.
All right. Awesome.
Is it that crazy rapper chick? I'm guessing a music person.
Yes. All right. What about this?
Ice-T's uncle.
Okay.
Nope.
No clue.
No
okay.
clue.
A rapper guy.
Okay. All right. What about this?
Ice-T's niece.
Okay.
Ariana Grande.
Okay. Sweet.
Ariana Grande?
There you go.
Nice.
Okay. That's what you need, advisor, right there. Thank you.
Even if our district advisors may not be up to date on all of today's trends, they can still offer us that time-honored knowledge and wisdom that we all value on our FFA experiences. Let's take a moment to thank our district advisors for all the hard work they put into managing our districts this past year.
I'm a sucker for you. Say the word and I'll go anywhere blindly. I'm a sucker for you.
Hey there, Idaho FFA. My name is Brenna Dunworth, representing the North Idaho District. I just want to thank our advisor, Mr. Hoffman, for providing our team with unwavering support throughout this year. I would like to welcome the new North Idaho District Advisor, Tony Fife, and wish him luck on this new adventure he is about to embark on with the new officer team.
Hey Idaho FFA, my name is Annalise DeVries and I'm currently serving as the Western Idaho District FFA President. On the behalf of our entire district, I would like to thank Ms. Fugit from the Payette chapter for serving us as our district advisor this last year, and welcome our new advisor, Mr. Smith, who is also from the Payette chapter.
Hey Idaho FFA, my name is Taylor Dixon and I'm representing the Boise Valley District. I would like to thank past advisor Mrs. Pugh for all that she did for our district and us as district officers. She was always encouraging us to come up with unique ideas, and she would help us execute any ideas that we had, as well as helping us through any problems that we may have had and encouraging us all through our year of service. Thank you, Mrs. Pugh. I'd like to introduce Mrs. Vines as our new district advisor and wish her a fun-filled and exciting year with her team, and we encourage them to grow together as a team to help grow our district.
Hi, Idaho FFA. I hope everyone is staying safe and healthy. My name is Gabriela Ponce, and I'm representing the North Magic Valley District. Thank you, Rick Hans, for an amazing year and for believing in our abilities. I'd also like to welcome Melissa Oliver from the Richfield chapter as our new district advisor and wish her an amazing year.
Hi, I'm Carson King, representing the South Magic Valley District, and I would like to thank Mr. Jones for serving as the district advisor and making this year really fun. I would also like to wish Mrs. Cummins the best of luck as she guides our district this year.
Hi, Idaho FFA. I'm Sarah Bateman, representing the East Magic Valley District. Thank you, Mr. Bird, for filling this year with laughter and leadership. I would also like to introduce Ms. Courtney Nickram as the new district advisor and wish her a memorable year.
Hey Idaho FFA, my name is Caden Driggs. I was serving as the 2019-2020 North Upper Snake River District President. On behalf of all of the North Upper Snake River District and all of Idaho FFA, I want to thank Mr. Godfrey from the Rigby chapter for an absolutely amazing year as district advisor. I want to congratulate Mr. Sanders from the Sugar Salem FFA as the new 2020-2021 district advisor. Thank you.
Hi, Idaho FFA. I'm Felina Barrett, and I'm representing the South Upper Snake River District. I'd like to say a big thank you to Cody Parks for always helping us and supporting us throughout the year as district advisor. I'd also like to introduce our brand new advisor, Kelsey Bender, from the Blackfoot chapter. I wish you the best of luck on this fun-filled adventure you're about to partake in. Thank you, Idaho FFA.
Hey, Idaho FFA. I'm Riley Hayes, and I'm representing the Southeast Idaho District. And I would like to thank Mrs. Katie Wells for being our district advisor this year. She was so optimistic about our district, and we thank you. I would also like to introduce our new district advisor, Mitchell Bowles, and wish him a successfully fun year.
Hey, Idaho FFA. My name is Cassie Moody, representing the Treasure Valley FFA District. Thank you, Ms. Rule, for your dedication and support to our district this year. I would also like to introduce Ms. Fisher as our new district advisor and wish her a fantastic year ahead.
Once again, thank you to all of our incoming and outgoing district advisors for all of your dedication within our organization. Also, quick shout out to all the district presidents for doing such an exceptional job this past year in your leadership roles. Your efforts do not go unrecognized, and we are sincerely proud of you.
Today we have the honor of introducing an FFA member to you that exemplifies the values and beliefs of FFA. My name is Sam Hoffman, and I am the Troy FFA advisor. I began teaching there in 2016 when Katie was a sophomore. I was not Katie's first or second FFA advisor. She experienced all of junior high and her freshman year without me in the picture. Much of your interest in FFA starts and grows during these crucial years. I thank Katie's family and past FFA advisors for sparking an interest in this organization. I could talk about her passion for FFA and the members that she is serving, but instead I wanted to talk to you about how incredibly proud of her I am. During Katie's junior year, she applied for a district and chapter officer position. Even though she was our chapter president that year and a past district officer, she was not given a district or a chapter office for her senior year. I remember thinking that she could just walk away if she wanted to. She had the attitude and resilience to stay involved in FFA. Katie may have had more than one advisor, but I've only had one Katie Delman. She is the kind of student that comes along a couple of times in an advisor's career, and I am so glad that I got the privilege to come on this journey with you.
FFA has taken Katie out of her comfort zone, and she has embraced every opportunity. I have watched her develop as an individual in FFA throughout the past 5 years. From a timid and shy freshman to someone who isn't afraid to facilitate and public speak. She has traveled across the country and even overseas, meeting some of the most powerful leaders in our nation. Everyone that meets her knows her passion for FFA. Katie is an exceptional and strong-willed individual, one of the most motivated and determined people I've ever met. She puts her all into everything she does, and FFA is no exception. I know she will go far in life and without a doubt accomplish any goal she sets for herself. When she's finished serving Idaho FFA, I know she'll never cease to be passionate about this great organization, as it truly has become a part of her and who she is. I'm very proud to call her my sister. With that, it is our privilege to introduce to you your Idaho FFA State Sentinel, Katie Domit, for her retiring address entitled Who We Are.
I'm gonna be somebody. One of these days I'm gonna break these chains. I'm gonna be somebody someday.
7.8 billion. There are 7.8 billion people in this world today. 1 million here in Idaho and 50,000 right here in Twin Falls. But no matter where you are or how many people are around you, there's only one of you. 6,575. That's how many days a person lives the first 18 years of their life. Each of these days help make us who we are. Each person has their own unique story, and each day we shape our own. Out of the 7.8 billion people in this world right now, there's only one of us. We become who we are by how we live each day of our lives. If we can make every one of the moments we live memorable, then we can look back without regret on the story we lived. But what if we look back and we regret an opportunity we passed up? If you could, would you go back and take advantage of that opportunity? For me, this opportunity was the North Idaho District Creed Speaking Competition. It was 5 long years ago, but I still remember it like it was yesterday because of the decision I made. Participating in the Creed would have been the first leadership development event I competed in. I had already been practicing for months and had always been looking forward to participating, but I didn't think I was good enough. I wasn't confident in my ability to deliver a quality speech because I had always been introverted. I had been too scared to speak up in class, let alone recite a speech in front of judges. Because of that fear, I let that opportunity pass by. I wish that I could go back and push myself to compete in the Creed, to have enough confidence to be able to deliver a quality speech whose purpose means so much to me. I was disappointed in myself and disappointed I didn't have the confidence to do something I was so passionate about. I've been fortunate enough to tackle some big goals I've had since then. But if you would have asked me even just a year ago if I thought I was successful, I would have given a very different answer. Every year, I've sat in the College of Southern Idaho gym at State Leadership Conference watching the state officers share their passion for agriculture and FFA, just like we have been during this convention. Every year, I looked at those individuals and thought to myself, wow, I wish I could be that confident. I wish I could be up there one day sharing my same passion for agriculture and FFA. By the time I was a junior, I started thinking maybe I could do it. Maybe those state officers weren't so different from me after all. Then something changed. My senior year, I wasn't reelected a chapter or district office. I was confused, hurt, and heartbroken. If my peers on those sifting committees didn't think I was good enough to be on those teams, why would state office be any different? Despite all of my other achievements, I still didn't think I had the confidence to be a state officer. After going back and forth on whether or not I should apply for a long time and talking about it with my family and advisor, I had a change of heart. I remember talking with Mr. Hoffman the day after the new chapter officers were elected. I was still emotional, but he just pulled me into his office and asked how I was doing. I remember telling him that I was disappointed in myself. I was honest with him when I said I thought maybe it was a sign my time in FFA was over. But we both agreed that I still wanted to be involved. We talked about how I could be a role model to younger members and show that you don't have to be an officer to still be an active member. While not having an office was a huge disappointment to me at the time, I realized it happened for a reason, and I used that as an opportunity. I knew I wanted to push myself out of my comfort zone, even if some said I wasn't good enough. I knew I didn't want that to be my end in FFA, and I truly believe if it weren't for those setbacks, I wouldn't be here today. I had struggled with my self-confidence my entire life, not really believing in my place in this world. But I finally decided it was time to take a chance on myself. I only had one opportunity to run for state office, and I didn't want to let that go like I did with the Creed. What happened that year helped me shape my story. It helped me find myself and find who I wanted to be. What events have helped shape your story? What were you able to learn about yourself from those experiences? My family, advisor, and the people sitting on the state officer nominating committee saw it in me, and I had to see it in myself to be here today. I knew I wanted to make a difference by proving there's nothing wrong with being different. Even introverted people could make a change. We're all different in our own ways, whether that's our personality, core beliefs, values, or how we were raised. Don't be afraid to take a chance on yourself by believing in what makes you, you. Now fast forward to day 78 of my year of service. I had the opportunity to attend what would become one of the best weeks of my life. It was the first ever summer outdoor leadership retreat. This week was so special to me, not just because of the workshops or the endless games of Gaga Ball, but because of how all of the Idaho FFA members there made me feel and all of the inclusivity and encouragement I saw among everyone there. One of the last activities we were able to participate in was called Lollipop Moments. Everyone was sitting at tables around the room, and whenever we were ready, we could grab a lollipop and write a note about a moment someone did or said something we felt made our lives fundamentally better. Some examples of the notes I received were, "You've helped me start believing in myself." "I don't think I've ever met anyone so genuine." "And you've brought out my true self." One that really stuck with me was, "You being you doesn't hide your true love for others. Being present is the greatest gift we can give anyone." It's the comments like these that made me realize I could make a difference. That week, I felt like I was exactly where I belonged. I felt valued and appreciated for who I am as a person because of everyone there. It's the little gestures in life that make a big impact. And no matter who we are, we can have an impact on others. Being ourselves has an impact greater than we might realize. That week, I felt confident with who I am because I realized others noticed the little things. It doesn't matter who we are, where we come from, or what our personality is, we are valued. Realizing that we have something to offer and being willing to use that is what truly matters. This past 14 months, being surrounded by 5 of the best teammates, the most supportive family and advisor, and being a part of the Idaho FFA family, I have been able to find myself and find my place in this world. All of the love, support, and compassion from all of you makes me feel confident with who I am. It's the experiences we have, people we meet, and changes in our lives that make us feel confident with who we are. Turn challenges into opportunities. Embrace your differences. Don't be afraid to show your true self. Live every day to the fullest and remember that you are the only you in this world. Be confident in your personality, values, and beliefs. Believe in your abilities. Believe in your future. But most importantly, Idaho FFA, believe in who you are.
Yeah, the moment you stop looking, wherever you go, you'll be in the right place. You'll never know the difference it makes when you let go and give up the chase. I'll come find you one of these days. I'll come find you.
The chair recognizes the delegate from the Troy FFA chapter.
Katie, we are so impressed with how much you've grown. This past year, you've shown your hard work and dedication towards Idaho FFA and proven your tireless commitment countless times. Mr. Chairman, I move that we accept Katie Domit's retiring address entitled Who We Are and commend her on a job exceptionally well done.
Let the convention minutes show that Katie Domit is to be commended on a job exceptionally well done, and that her retiring address entitled Who We Are was unanimously accepted. Katie, you provided us with countless memories throughout this past year. From chomping your food in various locations across the country to your occasional stressed grunts, you never cease to make us laugh. Thank you for always being a listening ear and a loyal friend, not only to the 5 of us, but to every Idaho FFA member you've met. You've made a long-lasting impact on Idaho FFA through your selfless heart and your thoughtful mind. We are all so extremely proud of you, and you truly embody what it means to be a servant leader. Love, Sydney, Cassidy, Katie, Shalani, and Herman. Idaho FFA, for the final time, your 2019-2020 Idaho FFA State Sentinel, Katie Domit. Just like Netflix has a variety of things to watch, such as The Office and The Great British Baking Show, FFA offers many opportunities to develop your premier leadership and career success. One of those opportunities is competing in career and leadership development events.
At this time, we would like to recognize the participants of the Creed Speaking, Extemporaneous Public Speaking, Parliamentary Procedure, and Floriculture career and leadership development events. Make sure to stay tuned to Idaho FFA social media for upcoming results in these CDEs and LDEs.
And I said, I don't even know what I'm doing tonight. Went from one conversation to your lips on mine. You said I never regretted the day that I called you mine. So I call you
Now we know the theme for this session is trends, but what exactly is a trend? Directly defined, a trend is a general direction in which something is developing or changing. As a state association and overall organization, we are always looking for ways in which we can progress, change, and grow in a positive direction, which is why we're going to become trendsetters in this next demonstration. As a state, we want to make sure we are being inclusive and embracing and growing with change. At some point within all of our FFA careers, we've probably heard the FFA Creed. Today, we're going to hear those same 5 paragraphs, but in a slightly different way. Please help me in welcoming 5 volunteers all across the state of Idaho who will be presenting the FFA Creed in Spanish.
Mi nombre es América Altamirano y yo soy del chapter de la FFA de American Falls. Y este es el credo por E.M. Tiffany. Creo en el futuro de la agricultura, con una fe que nace no de las palabras, sino de los hechos. Logros conseguidos por las generaciones presentes y pasadas de agricultores, en la promesa de días mejores a través de mejores maneras. Así como creo que los días mejores de los que gozamos hoy han llegado a nosotros como resultado de las luchas de años anteriores.
Creo que vivir y trabajar en una buena finca o a dedicarse a otras actividades agrícolas es agradable, al mismo tiempo es un reto, porque conozco las alegrías y inconvenientes de la vida agrícola y mantengo una afición innata por esas asociaciones que no me negaré ni siquiera en horas de desaliento.
Creo en nuestro propio liderazgo y en el respeto a los demás. Creo en mi propia capacidad de trabajar de manera eficiente y de pensar con claridad, con cuantos conocimientos y habilidades pueda adquirir. En la capacidad de los agricultores progresistas para servir nuestros propios intereses y el interés público, en la producción y la comercialización del producto de nuestro trabajo.
Creo en menos dependencia de la caridad y en más poder en la negociación, en la vida abundante y en que haya suficiente riqueza honesta para ayudar a que así sea, tanto para los demás como para mí, sin necesidad de caridad y más de ella cuando sea necesario. Creo en ser feliz y en ser más honesto con aquellos cuya felicidad depende de mí. Creo que en la agricultura de Estados Unidos puede y debe mantenerse fiel a las mejores tradiciones de nuestra vida nacional y que puedo ejercer una influencia en mi hogar y en mi comunidad y que se mantendrá firme por mi parte en esta inspiradora tarea. Gracias.
And now to introduce one of the trendiest ladies that I know. Not only does she keep up with everything the Idaho FFA members are doing, she also does a ton of the behind-the-scenes work to make sure everything in our organization is running smoothly. If it wasn't for the support of people like Marcia and our supporters of the foundation, we would not have anywhere near the opportunities that we do for career success and growth. Please welcome our Executive Director of the Idaho FFA Foundation, Marcia Jedry.
I love you like a diamond.
Idaho FFA members, I'm Marcia Jedry, the Executive Director for the Idaho FFA Foundation.
And I'm Liz Walders, the Communications Director. We are here today to talk to you about the Idaho FFA Foundation. The old saying goes, all building starts with a foundation.
And our mission is to promote premier leadership, personal growth, and career success of Idaho FFA members.
And agriculture education students by providing strategic financial resources for the Idaho FFA.
So what does that mean?
That means we raise the money for your programs.
And how do we do that?
We partner with businesses and individuals across the state who have a passion for investing in you, the future of agriculture. The programs we support fit into these buckets.
These programs include
Tractor Raffle,
CDE and LDE support,
Career Tours,
scholarships,
State Officer Support,
Gift of Blue,
conferences including GEM State Leadership Conference, Washington Leadership Conference, the State Convention, also known as the State Leadership Conference, Solar, the Summer Outdoor Leadership Retreat, DOT, the District Officer Training, Checkpoint, and Base Camp.
Teacher Classroom Support,
and National Officer Candidate.
Thank you to our sponsors and partners who make all of these programs possible.
We are proud and honored to support you, our next generation of leaders.
Yeah!
I'd spend 10,000 hours and 10,000 more. Oh, if that's what it takes to learn that sweetheart of yours.
Through the support of generous donors, the Idaho FFA Foundation awarded $41,000 in college scholarships and $10,500 in Washington Leadership Conference scholarships for a grand total of $51,500 to 37 students from 20 different chapters across the state of Idaho. Congratulations to the 2020 Idaho FFA Foundation scholarship recipients. The Sarah Grash Schmidt WLC Scholarship recipients are Tiernan Almick from CUNA and Owen Crawley from Genesee. The Dwayne Tesnalitic WLC Scholarship recipients are Darcy Godfrey from Rigby and Katie Russell from Cambridge. The Friends of Idaho FFA WLC Scholarship recipients are Vivian Dugan from Jerome and Madison Tesnalitic from Fruitland. Congratulations to this year's WLC Scholarship recipients. The Dairy West College Scholarship Program awards 5 $2,000 scholarships to high school seniors or current college students interested in or pursuing a career in dairy cattle production or dairy food science. This year's recipients are Emma Sells from Meridian, Caitlin Merkin from Jerome, Cole Cyril from North Fremont, Caitlin Scarrow from Kimberly, and Nathan Statsny from Kimberly. The J.A. Weedham Foundation College Scholarship Program awards 3 $2,000 scholarships to high school seniors with declared majors in animal science or the field of agriculture. This year's recipients are Emily Blattner from CUNA, Joe Shaw from Parma, and Lauren DeVries from Cambridge. The Beta Seed College Scholarship Program includes 2 $1,000 scholarships granted to high school seniors with a declared major in the field of agriculture. This year's recipients are Annalise DeVries from Cambridge and Henry Trujillo from Meridian. The Tammy Earl Daniel Memorial Scholarship is a $1,000 scholarship granted to one high school senior with a passion for education and agriculture. This year's recipient is Kylie Davis from Meridian. The Tractor Raffle Agriculture Education Scholarship Program includes 2 $2,000 scholarships awarded to high school seniors pursuing agriculture education as their intended degree. This year's recipients are Ellie Tesnalitic from Fruitland and Sydney Atkinson from Parma. This year's Tractor Raffle Scholarship Program awarded 18 $1,000 scholarships to high school seniors involved in the Tractor Raffle program. This year's recipients are Jonathan Muniz from Meridian, Maddie Eberhard from Meridian, Wyatt Skovgaard from CUNA, JC Johnson from Troy, Brenna Dunworth from Troy, Kendra Murray from Genesee, Taylor Osborne from Highland Craigmont, Morgan Wood from Cambridge, Addison Harris from Parma, Abigail Winkle from Middleton, Mason Horner from Valley View, Aubrey Reese from Ridgeview, Carson King from Filer, Samantha Stokeberry from Twin Falls, Autumn McCreary from Jerome, Quincy Kirkpatrick from Salmon, McKenna Hunn from Preston, and finally, Sarah Bateman from Declo. Congratulations to this year's 2020 College Scholarship recipients.
Thank you to Marsha. Dang, she is so talented. Herm, you could never.
Bet.
Alright, that was decent, but I know I can do better.
Okay, I have to admit, I stan. But TBH, I think a collab is the way to go.
Alright, sorry, didn't mean to flex. But one person who has every right to flex is our next Idaho FFA talent, Garrett Godfrey from the Salmon FFA chapter.
Howdy, my name's Garrett Godfrey. I'm going to sing y'all a song today that I wrote here about a year back. I was working, taking out a lot of fence, and so I had a big old stack by about 10 feet high of T-posts and barbed wire and wood posts and all the jumbles and pieces that come with fence. And so anyways, I sent a picture and was talking to one of my friends, and she said, well, you should build a fort out of it. And so I thought that was pretty good, and so I wrote a song about it because that's what any logical person would do in a situation like that. And so anyways, here's the song. It's called Old T-Posts and Old Barbed Wire. I've spent the past summers working with T-posts and old barbed wire. It ain't a hell of a paycheck, but I hope one day I'll retire. I've worked with horses and cattle for most all of my life, but I'll keep working hard for that cattleman's dime. And I'll build you a house of deep posts, no barbed wire. We won't rust in the rain, hopefully won't burn in the rain fire. And I was hoping to build you a stable house of concrete and wood. I'll never have the money, though I know that I should. You're in everything I do. You're in everything that I find. You're everywhere I go. You're always on my mind. But I'll keep working, trying to sweat away my blues. 'Cause you know deep in my heart I will always love you. Now, our relationship was built with deep posts and no barbed wire. They rusted in the rain and it burned in a ring of fire. And I was hoping to build you a stable house of concrete and wood. But I never had the money, I know that I should. Our relationship was built with deep posts and no barbed wire. It rusted in the rain and it burned in the ring of fire. I was hoping to build you a stable house of concrete and wood. But I'll never have the money, though I know that I should.
In this session, we've recognized CDE participants, seen talent from across our great state, and heard the retiring address of our state sentinel, Katie Doman. Just like this session is coming to a close, one of the greatest trends of the decade came to a close in 2017. Let's take a moment to pay our gratitude towards one of the greatest apps of all time.
Rest in peace, Vine, 2013 to 2017. But even though there are great trends and sessions coming to a close, we can continue to appreciate the trends coming back right now, like the Croc comeback, Tiger King, of course, and TikTok. Let's make sure to keep up our trendy side so that we can keep up with the rest of the Idaho FFA State Convention.
Madam Secretary, do you have a record of any further business which should now be transacted?
I do, Mr. President. Make sure to stay updated on the Idaho FFA Association's Facebook page for more sessions to come. Also, if you want the virtual schedule, go to idahoffa.org.
Does any member know of any new or unfinished business which should properly come before this meeting? We are about to adjourn this session of the Idaho FFA Association. As we mingle with others, let us be diligent in labor, just in our dealings, courteous to everyone, and, above all, honest and fair in the game of life. Fellow members and guests, join me in a salute to our flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I now declare this session adjourned.
Can't write one song that's not about you. Can't drink without thinking about you. Is it too late to tell you that everything means nothing if I can't have you? I'm in Toronto and I got this view, but I might as well be in a hotel room. Yeah, it doesn't matter 'cause I'm so consumed, spending all my